Hello, this is Luke from Play Magazine.
And this is Paul.
And this is WWE 2K15. Now, you've played this, Paul. Tell me some words about how good it is.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by this because I was expecting it to be rubbish, I'll be honest. Because, and you can't blame me because the last two, the last two to say the least, the last few have not been very good. They haven't really progressed in terms of gameplay.
No.
There's been some good stuff in terms of like the modes, like the Attitude Era mode and stuff.
That's
really
cool,
good in terms of fan service and presentation and so on. But just the actual game was going nowhere. I wouldn't say that it's been revolutionised, but this is the first time that you can see signs of improvement.
Okay, so what are the main things that have been improved then?
One of the main things is just the momentum of the matches.
Right.
So they've introduced like a chain wrestling system at the beginning of the match. So you can't really pull off any big moves at the beginning of the match. So it starts off at a slower pace, like back and forth with chain wrestling, strikes and so on. And then as you go on in the match, then you start to get bigger and bigger moves as you would if you were watching a real match.
Mm-hmm.
So and it just feels better in general in terms of pacing, like the way the momentum shifts between the wrestlers. The other cool thing was, because I got to play the new career mode that they've got. One of the cool things about that was that they're trying to reward you for actually putting on a good match, which kind of captures that thing, which obviously you're always trying to win in wrestling games, whereas obviously in real wrestling you're trying to put on a show, really. So stuff like if you do a lot of reversals, if you kick out at the last minute, all that stuff gives you experience points which you can then spend to upgrade your character. So cool. It actually feels like it's worthwhile trying to put on a good match. So, and I was actually enjoying like the act of trying to make the match good, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, well, that's quite an interesting way of doing things, isn't it, really? Like, that's completely against the odds of like the usual run of it, where it is just, like you say, mash buttons, try and win.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not going to help so much in the other modes, because obviously you're not going to be getting experience points and so on in the other modes. But for the career mode, I think it's a really good idea, and it seems to work well. So yeah, it's not perfect by any means. I don't think people should expect this to suddenly have become amazing. but the good news is that as long as all the visual improvements which 2K have clearly brought to it, I mean, you can see how good it looks. They're actually changing the gameplay for once, so it's encouraging, I think.
A marked improvement then.
That's right, yeah.
And launching first on PS3 and then on PS4 shortly after. Yes?
Yes, that's correct.
Good.